Jaylen, you just told us you're so excited for the playoffs, you're having trouble sleeping. How difficult was it last season having to sit out and watch from the sidelines?
Very difficult to watch, knowing that I could contribute, knowing that my guys needed me out there, and I wasn't able to be out there was, tough. At times I couldn't stop tapping my leg. I was shaking. I wanted to get out there, So full things come around full circle now, back in the playoffs and playing against the exact same team I was watching against. So I'm ready to leave it all on the floor.
How are you feeling physically?
I feel good. I feel great. I feel in tune. I feel ready. I'm excited.
You are one guy who has remained positive this entire season from media day. I mean, anytime we talked to you early in the season, you mentioned just how much faith you have in this group. What gave you that?
The energy, really, and you could just get the sense and the feel from everybody that's around. We didn't have any dilemmas. We didn't have any, altercations really that we've seen in the past that would make you skeptical if this team could do something special. It just seemed like we were always on the brink. You can always just feel it. And me, though, those feelings are important to me. That how a team feels. It's not even about sometimes the score of the game. It's how everybody feels about the shots we're getting, the basketball we're playing. Is important, and we lost a lot of games early that we could have won, and it frustrated a lot of people. But, now we've won a lot of those games and we've learned. So for me, it was my faith is unwavering. I could feel it. I knew it that we were going to get to this point. It just took the little bit of getting healthy, everybody playing together, and being on the floor at the same time.
You did have a conversation with Jason Tatum at one point. How has that relationship grown this season?
I'm not sure. You don't really think about especially when you're in the middle of it right now, or about to start something like the playoffs. But I think it has grown. I think with a little bit. Somebody asked a question in the media maybe last week or 2 weeks ago. Is has all the media attention between you and Jason kind of made you guys a little bit closer? And we were fine before.
Yeah.
I know media, I don't know, a lot of the media reports were saying that we weren't friends. I don't know where that came from. I think a lot of people were just making stuff up. We were fine. But I think because of that, it made us, maybe a little bit closer in a sense, in a weird way. But, I guess in a sense, to answer your question, our relationship has grown, maybe because of that.
After the win in Memphis, you told the guys in the locker room you'd take us over anybody. What gives you that confidence?
I believe we're the best team in basketball, especially healthy, especially if we play the game fearless with that energy, especially if we guard with tenacity and we come out, and execute. It's going to be tough for anybody to beat us in 7 games. So we just got to come out and do our part, and everybody do their job, and I think we'll be fine.
You start with the Nets. What are your expectations for this series, and what are the keys going to be?
Expectations, leave it all on the floor. Have fun. Enjoy every second, every moment being on that floor, and give everything you got. The keys, play as a team. Win as a team, lose as a team. Everything is about the team. So it's going to take a full team effort.
There was a moment after the series ended last season where Kyrie stepped on Lucky. How is your relationship with Kyrie right now, and how are you looking at him coming into this series?
Off the court, me and Kyrie might have started off, with a lot of bumps in the road. But as of lately, Kyrie is somebody that I've connected with, somebody that I would call a friend, a brother, somebody that calls me to pick my brain at this point. And it wasn't like that when we played together. We had bumped heads a lot, but it's funny now, through hindsight, Kyrie, he talks to me, hits me up all the time, and our relationship has grown a lot since then. In terms of basketball, when you play basketball, it's you versus them. It's survival. There's no friends, there's no on the court or anything. So you're just looking to being there for your teammates, as if he would be there for his teammates and you just play basketball. But it's definitely a competitive edge. It's definitely a Warriors mentality. It's us versus everybody.
Speaking of playing basketball, Scout wants to know how long you've been working on that James Harden step back, dribble through your legs, and then jump back. How quickly did you get that in your bag?
I've worked on it in the past, and as I've gotten healthier this season, and just continue to elevate your game off the dribble. A lot of teams is running me off the line on catch and shoots, or they don't want me to try to take away some of my tendencies. So it's just all growth, adding stuff to your game, giving stuff different looks in the playoffs. It might come in handy, and things like that. Just keeping teams off balance.
Finally, just for my planning purposes, where is Mercury right now? Because I know when out of retrograde,
Bye.
what are the stars saying? What are they telling us? What are they telling you?
I'm not answering that question.
You're an expert.
That's funny. I'm not an expert. I'm dead. That's a good one though. I like that.
Okay. Jaylen, thank you. Best of luck.
Thank you, I appreciate you.